Season 30, first match, and I'm playing against Mark. Unfortunately, I forgot the guild. Sorry about that. Yeah, 3 versus 3 with Datacrons. What a shite show that will be, we will see. Here's the defense of my opponent. As you can see, neither of us had attacked. Of course, doesn't make sense that I had attacked before I attacked, so forget about that. As you can see, there are quite some Datacrons involved on the defense, and also quite some brain farts on my end. Like when I was going to this match, it was like right after work and I felt a little bit tired. I felt like, ugh, I don't want to do this. And so I didn't pay attention to a lot of things in the first fights. It was like, yeah, just go in there and, wing it. And here the Qui-Gon Jinn team had like the 25% TM at the start of battle. And I was aware of that, but I forgot about some other details. And so I thought, oh, they should be fast enough, my bad batch. And I forgot about the Qui-Gon Jinn lead, so like the extra speed they got from that. So they weren't fast enough, so in the outcome you can see. Then I changed the match, went to this gas match, Relic 9 on both gas and 5s, and I'm taking in CLS again. Worked quite well last season for me, but I had CLS more differently. Back then, my modding isn't ideal. I didn't do anything for this first week of 3 versus 3. I didn't even plan on fighting a lot, actually. And so, yeah, there is quite some beef on my CLS missing, and also some tenacity on my Jupio. But I have a Datacron with those repose or repost. I don't know how you spell it. I would say repose. And didn't help much, especially when there's no protection anymore. So I lost that fight, but at least took out the sides, which was okay. Given that the modding was off, that was okay. Then there is a Ray with Datacron, and I thought I'd just try Starkiller. I'm not sure if it will work or will not. I just gave it a shot, and also added a Datacron on my team. I think it was just for a minor offense boost. That was all. I think that was, yeah. But there was a bit of a problem in terms of timing, because as you can see here, I was calling Vader to assist to land ability block on Rey, which didn't land, and so she can whirlwind mace, and so that wasn't. I was aware of that risk. That's why I wanted to land ability block, but it didn't land. So yay me. So at this point in time, I thought, this might be a loss, but let's see what happens. Even if it's how to say it, if there's Terminator left on the team, I don't care that much. We will see. Starkiller survived, but got a whirlwind right after that, and then it was over. So yeah, could have worked, but didn't. So I took in C. Didn't want to do that because I thought, okay, there is a Ray. What you typically would do is you take in C with Watt, and potentially there might be a Lord Vader in the back. And usually in freeze, it's kind of safe to take in Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with Watt. So I was okay. If there is Lord Vader, I will do something else for that. So I just take in C and see what happens. And took in Dooku just for like ability blocks, stun, and that kind of stuff as well. And he can hide himself, so he can do quite some stuff. He can also die, that as well. I guess that was also in the cards for him. So, but not much of a problem. I have what I wanted, which was the tech that I wanted from Watt. That was all. This would also work with armor, I guess, because there's no much risk of, like, there's no ability blocks, there is no days or anything, so all good. Yeah, before I wanted to get like both sides out. That's why I was relinking here, then got them out. And now it's 1 versus 1, and there's only one chance that Rey can still take out C in this scenario here is if she gets her ultimate off right after the whirlwind, which wasn't the case. So I got her out. Bad banners, and overall a rough start. For myself, it took me some time to get into the match, which is always bad, especially when you're going first, your opponent sees that and Usually it's like, I imagine them like opening a bottle of champagne or something. No, just kidding. I don't know. I always think, okay, I have a tough defense as well. They also have to get through it, so we will see. And then there is this thing like with the cleanup of this both guys there is always annoying. You don't want to overshoot it, right? Because you want to save teams for the back wall or in general. But you also need something strong to take them out, especially when Cam has the Omega. Then you really can't get to our friend Anakin. So in that scenario, the Omega isn't that bad, like the one where he taunts. Yeah, then cleanup of gas is a little bit simpler. I took in Bounty Hunters, I removed 2 meter, and then it was quite over. Full banners on that. That was nice. Like full cleanup banners. And then I thought, yeah, we have those Inquisitors sitting on the bench. Why not using them to try to clear this team? Because we have blind, we have a little bit of exposed there as well. Should work, right? TM removal as well. So I was hopeful, and at least Anakin is out, and now it looks quite good. And yeah, Cam is also out, so 22 banners, quite bad, but you know, better than nothing. Then there was this dash team. Not really sure what is the idea behind this team. I mean, I still took Jedi against it because I felt I don't want to risk anything here because I already dropped so many banners. But still, something it felt off or weird to me because there's a bit of synergy, but not a real menace in this team. Like not a real threat, right? So I don't know, but I was okay. Then this team, which was taking off last season quite a bit, Oba lead with Sam +1. And as you can see, it's quite it's a good team, depending on the modding and when they got the contract fast and everything. And I was again like underestimating the team or overestimating my team because I forgot about some details of the kits, and so I gave up. And then I went in with something that I want to try because I got like a level 9 Datacron for this guy at the bottom here, like Ezra, and as you can see, it's trash. I mean, the other stats are nice and everything, but I didn't have like I didn't have a good roll on level 3, like no 25% turn meter. I didn't have a good roll on level 6, but I had this for Ezra. Like I think he gets 5% offense per relic levels of this whole team. So quite some offense, but he still hits for like a wet noodle, and I think at least it seems like maybe I don't know. It was weird, but Boba doesn't that. He hits quite hard and takes out Ezra, rightfully so. What was I thinking? So then I went in clean up. Aiden, I didn't put Aiden on defense in this round because I felt, yeah, there's Wampa, so why do that? So and with Sam, the Boni are gone. Then counter from Aiden kills Boba. Yeah, Aiden is it's an amazing team. I really like her. Was so happy when she came out or like him into the team, like the game. This is the back wall, by the way. So there was a lot Vader. Yeah, because I like the character in the Battlefront 2 game. And quite some other like nice defensive teams as well. So I went then to the north wall just to get the ships because I didn't want to touch the back wall before my opponent started fighting because I didn't want to give them too much information about what I have or what I have not. And yeah, this is like I think almost a staple now, like so-called Freudian against CLS. It's all about control. You have Fracture, you have TM removal, you have Daze, you have a Taunt, you can cleanse, you can regain protection, all that kind of stuff. You gain turn meter when you're inflicted with debuffs, so it's quite nice. Depending on CLS comp and what they are having, it's still quite dangerous, I guess, if there was like a repost or repose, whatever, German English. But whenever like they have that Datacron, I guess I wouldn't do that. Then it's just too strong. When hitting under protection, it's quite, yeah, it's too dangerous. And yeah, the idea of this team is you basically fracture CLS, or you can also fracture like the other guy, free park, 2PO, however you want to call them. And land armor rods, they help with the damage, keep things under control. So when you use specials, then TM on front gets reduced, so they stay under fracture quite for some time, as you can see here as well. Here is 2PO fractured. And then you just take them out. And ideally you land days with Gideon's special. So that was that. Quite some easy battle. Then a classic Grievous team. So I took in my Mothma with K2 and Cassian, which is, I think, I would say maybe one of the best 2 comps in 3vs3 against that. I think you can also take in Cassian and Cara Dune, but I prefer K2. And yeah, there's just not really much to say about this. I just want to take out the sides and then go for Grievous. Maybe one thing that is you have to pay attention to is that you don't accidentally use the revive. Because at some point someone might die and you want to wait with that, and so you might be tempted when they are quite low on health, like one of you guys, to heal him up. But first there's sometimes healing immunity, and second there is the chance that they might die, like K2 did here, and so I revived them then afterwards. So there are some points of finesse potentially involved, or like there might be. Some points in time where you have to finesse things, but overall it's straightforward, as you can see. Sometimes you get full banners, sometimes not, depends. So then there was the small team, and I took in Scoundrels, or like Dash, Chewie and Han, and I thought I focus on our friend more first, because I hoped to get him out like with the opening barrage, which didn't happen. But as you can see, the TM gain I got was okay, so I could take the team out easily. Then there was this Inquisitor team, and I took in Troopers. There was not much of a risk. Took out Inquisitor himself first, and then of course there's a bit of a risk involved, because there is 2 sources of days, I believe, in this team. There is Knife Sister and Seven Sister. Yep, there's days number 1, and then there's the AoE days from from Nine Sister, which you didn't do yet, but you will do it, and so it takes a bit of time to get this team down, and they steal some banners, but overall I think was quite okay. I think here I changed the target so that they stop putting days in the ability block on my Dark Trooper, as well as like removing TM. But now I think everyone is dazed, as far as I recall. Well, I'm not sure yet. No, they weren't dazed. But then they're healing, and so it's annoying and blah blah. Not much to say. Just have to push through, or like punch through, depending on how you want to say it. And even if they kill Dark Trooper now, then the basic of our friend Piet will do over almost 200k damage, so not much of a problem as well. As you can see, takes some time, but once here I hope to kill her with that to get fear, but didn't happen, so basic did it then, and so then match was over. Bad banners, like 55, it's still okay, not bad, but you know, could be better. Then there was this weird team, not a weird team, it's an interesting, like, or maybe a classic Separatist team, and I took in Maul, Canderous, and Rodica, just because I wanted to get out like the stacks of B1 as fast as possible, and Canderous just helps with that, as you can see. And of course you also have the cleanse here, and then it's all the turn meter Canderous gains, you can then take out Rodica without a problem. Still you lose a banner because of Anguish, but yeah, it is what it is. Then I went to fleets. There was a Redis, the ship Redis, not the guy Redis, of course. The Profundity will come out later this year, I guess sometime end of August or September or stuff like that. Potentially around the same time that we will get Galactic Legend Jabba, which would be fun because then they would drain everybody, like who goes for both. I guess I will go for both. I'm not sure about profundity yet. It depends a little bit on what else we need. Requirements are clear, but how the event will look like. If it's the same that as is for Executor, which I believe it is, it might, all the whales or all the Krakens then will have a day 1, and if you're like in Kyber 1 or like in the top 100, I guess if you want to stay competitive, you need to have it. So 72 banners here, derailing a bit as always in fleets, the fleet battles, but it was quite a simple battle, as you can see. Also got a chance to get some banners back when Earth and Maul came in here, so I could delay the battle a bit. Not sure why I was waiting so long here at this moment in time. Anyway, going on to the next, there was Executor as well, and I didn't feel like trying first order here, so I was going for the mirror. Of course, my opponent had a Relic 9 on Piet, which I don't have. I don't see a huge benefit in it. The only benefit is they go first, but even if usually the battle after that is quite okay. Here, of course, they cleansed. Oh god, Houndstooth was the wrong one. RC, like Razor Crest. Goddamn, I have to remember those damn names. And so I couldn't take out Razor Crest right away, but so I called in Ebon Hawk. Usually I prefer Slave 1 actually as the first and only reinforcement, but here I had to take in this one, so because the battle didn't go as planned in the first few moves, so I had to play a little bit around that and go for the long run, the long shot, and so you don't want to get like too many target locks so that they don't do all the crazy stuff onto your fleet that you want to do to them to get in the ult first. And so here's a little bit like juggling with priorities. Usually I want to get Slave 1 out first because I don't want to get the bomb thrown in my face or like in the face of my pilots here. And so it's usually priority. Of course, Razor Crest should be also priority, but overall it doesn't really matter because I got my ult, so I was taking out Slave 1 here because it was the lowest in health and protection, so simple kill. Always go for the simple kills in ships. That's something I learned. If there is a kill that presents itself, you should take it. Here I of course was forced to go after Houndstooth, losing Ebon Hawk here, which is unfortunate. But can take out Razor Crest now, and then it's a capital shift plus 3 versus 2, so not much of a problem doing the basic here. Call to assist. Pretty straightforward after that. I guess everyone knows what to do. You want to stretch the battle a little bit, like getting the heal move back so you can regain some banners, ideally here on, as you can see here now, on Sedan du Blood. These ship names, they're killing me. And then after that you can basically go for Houndstooth and just take it out. Or you can take the ultimate the second time. How about that? Nice. So 70 banners still, not the best banners, but it was okay. And so there was this, I believe it was Tarkin. Was it Tarkin? So Empire fleet, I took in Negotiator. So with the 2 bombers, it's a little bit, you want to take out both ideally at first, so you have to do it, juggle with priorities, because you don't want to land or don't want to get dazed from the Sith bomber, and the bombs also take away your banners, so it's a little bit annoying, but I think TIE bomber overall is the more dangerous one. But here it was nice, I could cleanse the debuffs, but also not so nice because I got dazed after that. So, German, we call it Nullsummenspiel. So They land ability blocks, do their stuff, take out my win condition, yay to that. Not always the win condition, but Anakin is quite important for that fleet. But it was okay, took out the bomber. I think next the shuttle is coming in, but still not really too worried about it. As long as I can get another reinforcement in quite soon, I think should be fine. So I got Ahsoka. I believe I kill, no, not yet. I don't remember these battles so well. Then Tarkin buffs them. I think in that regard, Thrawn is better because Thrawn has the benefit of heal as well. So Tarkin doesn't have that. It's a bit of a down for him, but on the other side, he's also quite more offensive oriented compared to Tarkin. To Thrawn, God. Tarkin, Thrawn, whatever. You get the idea. 68 banners. So then my opponent started to attack, and so I went for the back wall after they cleared my front wall. Here I was checking if I was recording. Oh, and I was recording. Nice. Straightforward battle. I kept DR for offense because there are so many counters now to DR that I didn't really want to. Put it on defense. JKL I think can two-man it right now with Hoda or Shakti. Then there was the Lord Vader battle, and I had JMK for offense as well. That's why I wanted to wait with my attack. So my opponent was not really clear what I have on defense in the back wall. I still had a very strong front wall, and which caused quite some problems for my opponent as well. That's that. I think this battle is straightforward as well. You take out the sides, so you don't give Lord Vader the chance to gain too much mastery. There is maybe another strategy depending on what Datacron is involved on Lord Vader's side. If they have tons of health steal, I guess it doesn't make sense. I would then go for the sides first, but if he doesn't, you can also try to focus him down immediately. In fives, that's sometimes the best you can do with JMK. Because usually, like back in the old days when there were not Datacrons involved, and you would like do this like 4 tanks with Lord Vader versus JMK. Usually you would win with Lord Vader, except they would just focus down on Lord Vader himself. Then you would usually lose that fight. Good old times, right? Not too long ago. Different game now. Other than that, I have a Datacron on my JMK, which is like from the first season, first release, whatever you want to call it, Datacrons, and which is so weird, not because they have the different colors, and I always associate like the old Datacrons with dark side now because they're darker color than the new ones, and so I think, hey, can I use this even here? It's light side. Okay, I can use that. Nice. Quite confusing. So their color coding could be better, I guess. So I don't know. It's weird, but maybe I'm weird. But overall, Datacrons are weird. And as we're talking, I think yesterday or like last night, we got a glimpse of the next round. And I was going off-road again here, off rails. Kylo Ren took out DR, which is not a surprise. So didn't really need to comment on that. Then we have, I think it's a subpar GL nude because I think B1 is better than Sunfac. That's why I felt this bounty hunter team might be okay. I wonder why I didn't use our friend Mendo here. Was there a reason for that? I think I just wanted to see what Fennec does. Or I wanted to use Fennec, I don't know, maybe. Taking out Django, and then taking out Sanfac, and again 57 banners. And then I think we're already in the last fight, which is quite fast and quite easy because I have again repose on this Datacron, so it's quite simple to take out these characters, especially Nest is easy with that, as you can see here. Bam. Yeah, that was the last battle, and then we're going to the results. So thanks for watching, and see you the next round, which would be crazy. My opponent has like, I think, 22 Relic 9s and same amount of level 9 Datacrons also. See you then, bye.